The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
There's plenty of reason to be apprehensive, but I'm betting the market will bend, not break through a rough September. And when we get through that period, that June low will hold.
June low, June 17th. If you recall, June 17th is when I told my members, let's start buying the tech stocks, the popular tech stocks, even one restaurant, the Starbucks. I said, this is going to be a bear market rally. We'll catch the rally on the way up, we'll short it and catch it all the way back down to June 17th. And that's exactly what we're doing. Now he's trying to say, oh, he thinks June 17th is going to hold. Wait a minute, boy, that's a change. Now they're talking about June 17th holding? Just a few days ago, they're talking about, oh my God, what a market this is. This is incredible. This market's just going to keep going and going and going. Oh, we're on our way for new highs. At the same time, I was warning that this rally, don't listen to them. This is not a bull market rally. Remember they said, and even he said, that this is now a new bull market rally. No, it isn't. I kept telling you that. And I said, this market's going to turn around, go down, and we'll be short. And we did. We started short. And we are short now. I mean, it's just amazing. Now they're talking about June. Now they're questioning, will June hold? When just, 100 hours ago, they're talking about, wow, this is going to be an all-time high. You know, it's the same thing. I mean, it just drives you crazy. The pandemic. They're saying the pandemic was the reason for this market crash that we had in 2020. Remember that? It wasn't the pandemic. That's another lie. They used that to mask the truth. What caused the market to crash in 2020, remember, everything just lined up perfectly. The sun, the stars, everything lined up perfectly. It was the exact same time that, do you remember in 2018, that Yellen, Treasury Secretary, she was really worried about inflation that was being caused from 2008, 2009. I mean, if you remember what their policies were in 2009, after the stock market 2008 crashed, remember what they decided to do. The wealthy all got together and said, look, let's not go into a recession. We want our money back much quicker. Because the wealthy, remember, their wealth comes from appreciation of assets. 72% of our population, United States population, Main Street population, their wealth comes from what? Wages, hoping they can save enough. That's where their wealth comes from. So in 2009, they decided, look, never mind, let's not go into a recession and then come out and start buying value stocks and focus on value stocks like we do at every recession. After every recession, let's skip the recession. Who cares? Let's create inflation. Now remember, these are the owners. These are the people who run everything. These, not the top 1%, the 1/100th of 1%. So they made sure that the Federal Reserve, which they control, would print millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to buy treasuries to bring interest rates down. In fact, in 2009, the policy towards Silicon Valley was, and I'll quote, hey, we'll give you money, more money than you want, more money than you need, but you better grow as fast as you can and make sure any competitors in your space are burning even more cash than you. And if you do that, we will give you even more money. So 2008, 2009, 2010 to 2013, that's how the market went up. Remember, they didn't want the wealthy didn't want to go into into a recession. They took the tech stocks and said, let's drive those. And remember, they took about 15 tech stocks and put them in the S&P. So they're like a rocket, like a booster at the end of the S&P. It was all rigged to move the market. Because remember, tech stocks compared to value stocks, you need to prove you have earnings before your stock price, before they will pay you enough money for your stock price to go up. Investors don't care if you have earnings with tech stocks, because tech stocks are speculative. That's why everybody buys the same tech stocks. Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Facebook. And that's been driving the whole market since 2009. But what people didn't realize, the inflation that was incurring, they kept that masked. They didn't want people to know the inflation that was creating. Tremendous inflation. Well, all these tech companies were being provided more cash. Remember, when you print money, that's inflationary. You kill the dollar. That's inflationary. So 12 years of this was going on. Then all of a sudden, in 2018, inflation was becoming a real problem. And Janet Yellen said, I got to raise rates just a little bit. At least let me raise rates a little bit. I think it was like 0.25%. It was a joke. And then she was out, and then came in Powell, and then he raised rates like 0.25%. They all knew we were heading for a crash because we had 12 years of tech stocks, of printing money, pushing the stock market up, not with value stocks, but big tech stocks. All fake, all phony, and everybody was buying tech stocks. They knew it was going to blow up. And then it did. Why? It wasn't the pandemic that caused the inflation. Remember, when the pandemic hit was in 2020. Remember they announced it at the end of the last day of December 2019? And then 2020 came, and you remember in November 2020, the big tech stocks started to crash. The big tech stocks. Remember, we started to short the big tech stocks. 2021, the big tech stocks started to crash. Had nothing to do with the pandemic. Remember, the pandemic hit in 2020, and the stock market went down. And then, remember, they rallied the stock market back up because what they did, they printed all this money to get yields back down. Because what happened, there was so much inflation, yields were, when January of 2020 came, February 2020 came, the yields were at 300 basis points, just like they are now. That's what crashed the market. That's what crashed the tech stocks. All this inflation, nothing to do with the pandemic. It was the tech stocks that took the market down in 2020, January 2020. It wasn't pandemic. The pandemic accelerated everything, but it wasn't the cause. The cause was the stock market was freaking out because the tech stocks were done. They weren't going up anymore, and that's the problem they're having right now. The tech stocks weren't going up because the only way tech stocks go up if you can keep rates low. Look at today and the other day. Rates right now, yields are up 300 basis points. And I told everybody, start buying the banks. Start buying the banks. The tech stocks are going to collapse again. And which stocks are going up today? The banks. It was not the pandemic that caused all this that's going on. More when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so today they're starting to talk about, hey, we think June will hold. June will hold. You know, the most asked question is, what do you think the market's going to do? Never look to Wall Street. Never look to the fake business news networks for that answer. They'll never tell you the truth. They just don't tell you the truth. What I was explaining before the break, what people don't realize, it wasn't the pandemic that's causing this mess. It participated, but it wasn't the cause. Because again, when you go back and look, after that 2009 crash, inflation started to go up big time. They kept masking it because they kept printing money to bring interest rates down to zero, to run tech stocks up from 2009. And then in 2018, inflation was rearing its head. Yellen raised rates because she was so scared at that point, and they kept masking it. And then at the end of the last day, December 31, 2019, that's when they announced, the health organization, we think we've got a pandemic. Now remember, the inflation was already going on before they even announced that on the last day of 2019. The first day of 2021, the first day of 2020, remember what happened? The market crashed. So they announced it the last day, December 31st, 2019, and then January 2020, like a week later, the market crashed. But it wasn't the pandemic. It was the fact from 2009 up to 2020, all this printing of money to create a fake rally to keep everybody in the world kept buying these tech stocks. 2020, the market crashes. Boom. Goes from January down to March. And then remember the reason why that happened, because of the inflation. And because of the inflation, the yields, the treasury yields were at 300 basis points on the first week of January 20, just where we are right now. And remember, when we hit 300 basis points in January 2020, that's when the crash occurred. We had that 31% crash. Then what do? They print more money. We got to get the tech stocks going again. Just like what they did in 2009, they did the same thing in March of 2020 after the market went down 31%. They drove rates from 300 basis points down to 85, created another big fake rally. But this time, when we went up 125%, something happened. The tech stock stopped dead in November of 2021. Why? Because there's so much inflation by then, and gas started to go up, and then what was going on with the pandemic, they had to make a decision. What do we do here? To keep the stock market going up, the tech stocks, it's all they cared about for 14 years. Do we go and start printing more money, bring interest rates down to zero, and keep pushing the tech stocks up? Or do we stop? They said, no, let's stop. And that was the end of your tech stocks. Mark that down. That was on November of 2021, and I told you that was going to be the end of the tech stocks. And that's when they dropped 30%. The gang members, we were short. And then after they rallied that market back up, the market again, as I said, once the tech stocks was over, and they couldn't push them up anymore, without the fear of pushing gasoline to $7, in 2021 they stopped. And ever since 2021, the tech stocks have not been leading this market. So what are they doing now? So now all of a sudden we hit June 17th, the market crashed, right? Now June 17th, now they're going to rally the market again. They can't. And that's why I told you, don't believe them. June 17th, when we started to buy stocks, I told you this was nothing more than a bear market rally because they can't rally the big tech stocks. There's no more sustainability because to rally the big tech stocks, we have too much inflation. They stopped rallying tech stocks because of the inflation in November of 2021. They stopped the tech stock drive in 2021. Why would we be so lucky to think they're going to start the tech stock drive now, June of 2022? Now, there's no question the pandemic was hurtful, but it wasn't the reason. I mean, that crash, it was crazy. When they stopped, they said, let's shut the economy down. Let's shut the economy down. Everybody go home. So when everybody went home, nobody was working. And so everybody who ran a business, anybody who ever ran a business, you maintain your inventory. The most important thing is to maintain that inventory that keeps you in business. So if you had 100 bicycles in your inventory for 20 years and you maintained that inventory, kept reordering when you sold 5 bikes and then reordered again. But then what happened is when you sold your bikes, you couldn't reorder. There's nobody to build the bikes. They were home getting checks from the federal government from these stupid stimulus programs. So the demand kept going, and the demand for bicycles and food and everything else kept going. But everybody was home. Nobody could build bicycles or anything else. Nobody was at the factories. And they kept sending more checks to them. What are you, nuts? So when that demand got so high, all of a sudden China makes bicycles and everything else. They ship them to us, and we can't unload the bicycles from the ships. There's nobody at the U.S. docks. They're home. And if they could unload to the dock, they couldn't load from the dock to a truck because the truck drivers were at home. And who did they pick to be in charge of that? An idiot by the name of Buttigieg. He couldn't even manage a $350 million budget when he was mayor of this little tiny town, whatever the name it is, South Bend. He couldn't manage that. They were going to get rid of him. Then Joe Biden hires him, and he's in charge of the biggest budget in Washington. $350 billion, the largest budget in Washington. They put him in front of transportation. He couldn't even fill a pothole, for God's sakes, correctly. So why did he put him there? Because remember, like Biden did with everybody he picked. He wanted diversified people, different colors and this and that. Really? So what happens now? You want the answer? The truth?
Want more information on the show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1 percentile? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. This is Steve Celeste here, the Director of Education for philsgang.com. Just giving you an easy step-by-step process on how to join the gang for 10 days for free with our Working Investor program. So it's as simple as going to www.philsgang.com. At the top of the site, you're going to click on Get Started. Once you're on the next page, simply click on the red banner where it says 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. All right, thanks for listening to the show, and I'll see you on the charts.
And the 10 days works, but you're going to be introduced to a product nobody's introduced you to because it's our product. We patented it. Nobody else has it. We set up a portfolio of 20 stocks, including my own personal stocks, my portfolio. Every day, we go over my portfolio of stocks, Steve's portfolio of stocks called the Working Investor Group. And every day at 2 o'clock, he will post each one of those stocks, tell you exactly what to do. Exactly what to do with those stocks. The market is not about the hot stock. Every day you listen to these people on CNBC or on Fox Business, it's always the hot stock. At noon time, they have a committee of guys talking about the hot stocks, and they don't even agree with each other. Then at 1 o'clock, they got another committee of hot stocks. And at 3 o'clock, another meeting of hot stocks. Why do you think 80% of the people lose money in the market? Listen to these dopes. A professional invests in about 5-6 stocks. He stays in those same 5-6 stocks, lets the setup in the market come to him. That's why only 80% of the people make money who's invested in the market, because they only have 5-6 stocks. They're the pros. 80% of you are not pros, and you're being lied to all the time. I was so disgusted yesterday. Yesterday, a guy was asking Kramer. He said the reason we had this rally from June to now, June to August, was because of the stock buybacks. And Kramer, he didn't want to hear that. So Kramer had a lie. Oh, no. He said, no.
Buybacks are in full force, but they may be masking what is otherwise tepid demand for equities.
Okay, there's not a lot of...
And that's not true. $1 trillion, look it up. This year, we got more stock buybacks than any other year, over $1 trillion, and he sits there and he lies to the people. He doesn't want people to understand the stock market went up because of stock buybacks, because that means the market's going to come right back down. He wants them to believe, like everybody else, that it's their genius that the stock market went up. They called it that it went up. They can't call anything. So the market. So again, you go back and try to get an honest answer. Where's the market going to go? You can't get honesty from them. Just like from 2009 to 2020. The last day of 19 was when the I don't know what the CDC or whatever announced there's a pandemic. And then the next 2 days, now starting in January of 2020, February 2000, the market starts crashing. And now they blame it on the pandemic. It had nothing to do with the pandemic. It had to do with the inflation from 2009 to 2020. That's what caused the crash from January down to April. That 31%. It was the inflation all those years to rig the tech stocks to go up. But they weren't going to tell you that. So they said, oh, no, it's the pandemic. Yes, the pandemic did a lot of things, but that wasn't the reason. And then when the market crashed, we were short, so we were making money on the way down. We knew why the market was going to crash. It had nothing to do with the pandemic. We had our members short. And then at the end of the crash in April, we turned around and had our members switch and go long because we knew what they were going to do. They had to take those 10-year treasury yields that were 300 basis points like they are right now. And if you're buying tech stocks, big tech stocks, you're buying Apple or anything right now with yields at 300 basis points, you're out of your mind. You should be buying bank stocks. So when the market crashed, at the end, all of a sudden they're buying trillions of dollars of treasuries to drop interest rates down to near zero. So all of a sudden the 10-year treasury is at 85, not 300. And the tech stocks go straight up 125% from April right up to the end of November 2021. And my members caught that. We were long. We bought those tech stocks. Just like we shorted, we bought them. But then they weren't honest with you. When we got to November of 2021, that was it for the tech stocks. They will not go up, make new records anymore. It's over. It's over. Because unless you can bring interest rates down to zero, like they did from 2008, 2009, to 2020, when we had all that big rally, all because of zero rates, printing money, buy treasury, drop rates down. And then they did that one last time, starting in April of 2020. That crash ended. Now it was over in November of 2021. And then we had the 30% crash down to June. And we were short those stocks. We made money all the way down. Then in June, I said to everybody, let's start buying the tech stocks. They're going to, because they're going to turn around and run these tech stocks once again. And I said, everybody, they're all going to talk about tech stocks, Apple. Don't fight them. Don't fight the tape. Let's go with them. But they're not going to last. They went up, boom, stopped dead. Those tech stock, Apple stopped dead on August 17th. Now Apple's starting to come down. If Apple can't get above 180 with big volume, and if Apple breaks through that 161, you haven't got to ask any questions. Just know this, that the tech stocks are over for good, and they're going to crash, taking this market down. So right now, if you're in there buying stocks, you're out of your mind, tech stocks. If anything, this rally that we had from June, okay, up to a few days ago, or up to August 17th, is all fake, all driven for the wrong reasons, not earnings. Earnings are terrible. Their earnings came in worse than they thought. Forward earnings worse than they thought. Value of these stocks are nosebleed levels. P ratios are at 22, shouldn't be any more than 8, 12, or 15. All BS. So many people are going to get hurt. Join my gang free for 10 days. At least at the end of 10 days, you're going to finally learn, hey, you know what? Even if I don't stay with Phil, I learned something. When the hell to get out of this market? When stocks are going to drop, especially the tech stocks. I now understand how the tech stocks work and how they are related to the 10-year Treasury yield. If that 10-year Treasury yield is up, these stocks can't go up unless they print money, buy Treasury, drop them down to zero. So the day of the big tech stock is over. They're going to go back to the value stocks. That's right. Why do you think we bought oil? Those are the value stocks. Caterpillar is a value stock. They're going to go back to the value stocks. The day of the tech stocks leading and owning the ones out. Now, I'm not saying tech's going to go down. They're going to go away with tech. Of course, I'm not saying that. But you're not going to have 14 years leadership of one group of stocks. And that's all people, like I said, all they do, they don't go to bed at night and count sheep anymore. They go to bed at night and they count Apple. Apple. It's all they count every night. Join my gang for 10 days. 10 days free. And when I get back, I'm going to explain to everybody, it's not going to cost you a penny, why there's no bottom to this market. They are lying to you. Why do you think they're talking about today? Why do you think they're talking about today, especially Kramer? Well, we think June 30 will hold. Wait a minute. Just 2 days ago, you were telling us this market was going to go straight up without stopping. Now you're talking about June again? Join my gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market.
So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Become a successful trader by using our Team Traders Pro Charts, giving you live insight on making decisions. Learn more at philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, if you're listening to me in Sarasota or Tampa, you also can listen to me on 93.7 FM. The Answer, that's 93.7, so check it out. Also, listen to what I'm telling you. I have not been wrong. What has driven this market from 2009, let's go to 2008, 2008 to November of 2021, and I know you'll agree with me, tech stocks. It's all anybody ever talks about. That's all. Tech stocks. Always tech stocks. Same tech stocks. Same 5 tech stocks. That's how they drove this whole market. It's over. It doesn't mean that you can't make money in your tech stocks. But we're going to now have more of a balanced market where we have, instead of just growth speculative stocks, we're going to now start shifting back like we used to growth, to value stocks to get a better market, not a speculative market. We've been a pure speculative market. Inflation has created the inflation that was created by keeping interest rates at zero from 2008 to November 2021. The last day the tech stocks made a new high and then crashed 30%. Now they're trying to come back and they're going to fail because to continue to drive rates to zero, to keep this going, would bring inflation up too much. And here's what happened. You go back and tie in the pandemic inflation from 2020, 2021, tie that inflation back in. There's the problem. They can't bring interest rates back to zero to push your favorite tech stocks up. Not with the inflation we're suffering right now, and 75 basis point raise that rate to cut inflation's a joke. It's ridiculous. They know it. But they don't care because the very, very wealthy control the stock market, and the people in Congress, all their wealth comes from inflation. But for you should know as an investor, if you're still driving your tech stocks, think you're going to be a millionaire by in April, it's over. It stopped in November of 2021, and I predicted that on January 16, 2018. That these stocks would be over with. You can't just keep moving a fake stock market for 12 years with one product, one horse show. Now, it's going to be a better market. You're going to make more money. You're not going to be relying on Apple and Microsoft and Google. How are they working out? How's Facebook working out for you? You see what I'm saying? The crash was caused because we came to an end of an era. The crash of 2021, the 30% NASDAQ crash, it was the end of an era. You can't keep doing zero rates because if you do, Main Street is more dead than they already are. 72% of the people in this country, 72%, make less than 72% of the households make less than $50,000 a year. And to drive the tech stocks from 2008 up to November 2021 destroyed Main Street and made Pelosi and the very wealthy and Wall Street magnificently wealthy. They can't do it anymore. If they do, if they start bringing interest rates back to zero again, because they want to get more wealthy with inflation, drive tech stocks again, they'll destroy our country. I don't think they will. But let myself and Steve and my staff here, I promise you, and you'll know this at the end of 10 days, it won't matter to you because you'll always be in the right stocks at the right time, either buying them or selling them short. For people who don't know how to short, for you to enter the stock market, you're nuts. That's like buying a car with forward but no reverse. And the lying that they keep doing, these financial shows, listen to this. This is unbelievable. Today, this one, yeah, right here. Listen to this. This deficit reduction. Here's a lie.
We're on track to cut the federal deficit by more than $1.7 trillion this year. The single largest deficit reduction ever.
That's a lie. Yes, they're going to cut that much. But let me tell you what that is. They didn't do any work to cut it. That's what it costs for warp speed and all the paraphernalia and everything they needed to fight COVID. That was the budget for that. It is over now. They don't need the $1.7 trillion. It was a line item. So all they're doing is scratching a line item out that makes sense. It's not like they're sitting around a table eating pizzas there for 24 hours a day, 7 days. How are we going to get this down? How are we going to get this down? Order me another pizza. It's 2 a.m. How are we going to get this down? No. Took 10 minutes. Let me see all the line. Everybody ran a business. You know what line items are. You go down, we're not going to do that this year. Boom. Okay, so every year you put on your oil trucks new sets of tires. So it cost you $20,000. I should do this with my oil company. Well, we didn't need it that year because we leased some new trucks. So I just scratched it off the line item. What do I come out and tell my shareholders? Look at this. I just saved us $20,000 in tires. We're not going to buy them. Took it right off the budget. Oh, we're there all night long with pizzas figuring this out. This is crazy. Crazy stuff. The breadth of the market is what you need to know when you're trading. The reason the stock market can't hold, every time these stocks rally, these tech stocks, and now they're coming back again, and then they're worried about June 30th. I mean, he's talking about June 30th again. Listen to this nut.
Buybacks are in full force, but they may...
That's him and his buybacks. I don't know where the reality is. Here, listen to this. Listen to this.
There's plenty of reason to be apprehensive, But I'm betting the market will bend, not break through a rough September. And when we get through that period, that June low will hold.
Why would he be talking about June holding? We just rallied off of June. We just rallied. But what did we do with our students? What did we do? We rallied off of June. We did terrific in our tech stocks. I'll give them to you right here. We did XLK, that's the ETF for all the tech stocks, Microsoft, Apple. We also did Intuit, Tesla. We even did a restaurant, Starbucks. And we got out. We sold into this rally. And I think we sold into it, if I'm right, on August 17th. And now we're selling short. And I'm shorting, guess what I'm shorting? Apple. Bleh. So they're never going to tell you the truth. Now, the student loan stuff, and I'll let Hannity and all them do the political side of it. All I'm telling you right now is this. If you want to make money consistently in the market, things are going to get better. Because the day of the big tech stocks, the same 5 stocks, beating those all the time, is over. They'll be very important to our stock market. But we're going to have a better market. It's going to be diversified. It's not going to be 90% growth stocks, 90% speculative stocks, like the tech stocks. Finally, we're going to get back our value stocks. Not going to be just growth stocks. What I'm trying to say, it won't be 90% growth stocks, 10% value stocks. Let's get back to where they're 50-50. Have a good stock market. And know what? All these crooks will lead the market, and that's why this market's going to crash. That's why the market's going to go through that June low. That's what he's worried about. He knows that because it's over for tech stocks. But if you're with us, you don't care if it's over or not, because you're always going to be in the right stocks, either buying them, or in the right stocks, they're going down. You're going to be making money as they're going down, shorting them. At the end of 10 days, it's up to you. But during that 10 days, you're going to have an experience in the market. You're going to be told the truth. And the most important thing about the market, how does it really work? We don't have a bottom. You can't have a bottom in the market when you're continuing to raise rates 75 basis points to fight inflation. And all that happened with that is they cut off 0.6%. They got to cut off another 6.5% to 2%. You can't continue to raise rates from 2.5% to 4% because that's killing you with your cars and loans, and because you can't do that. You can't have a bottom when the second quarter came in worse than expected by 3.7%. You can't have a bottom in the market when new home sales are plunging year over year 30% and existing homes over 23%. They're all lying to you. Join my gang for 10 days. You'll get the truth.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make